Welcome to the 2018 Railroad Hobby Show. Rainer, really appreciate you making the trip all the way from Germany, and always thank you so much for your business and support. We're going to take your viewers on a tour of the booth. A lot has happened since we were together the last time, so let's start out with the HO Scale Rivet Counter C39-8 diesel locomotive. So this is a really unique locomotive. Two railroads were the primary owners at the beginning. Of course, that's Conrail and Norfolk Southern. We started out with those two, as well as the Pennsylvania Northeastern, which are the two on the right. Those two, of course, were the ones that we actually got to measure and photograph. A lot of detail differences, just like you've come to expect from the Rivet Counter brand. All the etched metal parts are there. See the dynamic brakes that you can see inside of, tread plate detail, unique lighting like the Conrails that you'll notice on the top of the cab. They've got the red marker lights. B&S on the up at the top. They've got the class lights that you can cycle between red, white, green, and off. A ton of different detail. And, of course, these are coming this summer, and pre-orders are still available. So have your customers place those soon. So if you're a value-conscious model railroader, we understand there's folks who like to run model trains, want great detail, want it to operate really well, but are on a budget. And that's where our operator brand comes in. And we just started shipping the very first operator DCC and sound-equipped locomotives with the Essential Sound Unit from ESU. The awesome part of that is $119.99 in U.S. dollars. Of course, we've got the exchange rate going in overseas, but a tremendous value for a DCC and sound-equipped locomotive. On the way right now, we just started shipping. This is the second run of SD40-2s, and of course on that run are the SD40-3 CSX SpongeBob cabs. And finally, I don't have a picture, or don't have a sample out here, but in the Tier 4 GEVOs, of course, the second run is coming later this spring. But we wanted to point out, we're announcing here at the show, in the operator line, we're now bringing it with the Essential Sound Unit, DCC, and sound system. And the amazing thing is, here's a $149.99 locomotive. The awesome thing that we do in the operator line shares the exact same motor, flywheels, and drivetrain as the Rivet Counter model. So in the operator model, you can actually pull over 70 cars with this locomotive, and those will be out this summer. So we just transitioning from the SD40-2s over on the wall to the back wall right here. And this has been a super popular locomotive for us. The second production run is virtually sold out at this point, so we're bringing the third run. There are 5 new road names, and amazingly, with the 5 new road names, there's 14 different samples. We're going to start out with BNSF. You'll notice that they've got the headlight has been moved down on the nose. They've got the blank class lights, several specific features for BNSF, including ditch lights, and those will be available this summer. Next door is the Norfolk and Western, of course, running long hood forward. And then we're going to move to the Union Pacific. This is a mid-1980s version of the UP, operating class lights and beacons on those. And then one that the folks here at the show are really excited about. Of course, we're in the Northeast. That's Conrail. Conrail has the unique Flexicoil truck, so we had to have a whole new truck and gear system designed for that particular locomotive. And then coming on down, some more UP, some more BNSF. And then some of the most unique locomotives that we're doing. We've got the EMD lease units, and you'll notice, of course, the blue and the white lease unit with the beacon on the roof, and then the really unique patch jobs. These are ex-Milwaukee, ex-Sioux units that were put back from lease service with EMD lease, so really unique with the patch-out jobs on those. Should be a really good seller for us. And then a couple more versions of the Conrail units down here on the pedestal. So another new freight car release for us, of course, is the Pullman Standard 4785 covered hopper. We're doing 3 different versions of this hopper, and as we come in and take a closer look, the early versions, you'll notice as you look where the brake wheel end is that the ends extend all the way from the sill of the car all the way up to the roof. One of the unique things is on this Conrail version is we really work hard to make sure that each one is road number specific. Of course, the one that I had in my hand, it's very obvious that the Conrail is different because of the small logo. As we look at the other 3 cars, you'll notice some little differences like where the AEI tags are and the COTS labels. And then one last thing on this particular car, it says Conrail above the C as well. And then we look, this one doesn't have an AEI tag on it. As we move to a little later version, you'll notice that it stopped, the vertical brace stopped short on the car. And then there's even one more version. This is the later version, and you'll notice on the end of the car we have what are called shear plates. All the standard features for a Rivet Counter model, etch metal roof walks, different styles of roof hatches, different styles of outlet gates, and of course it's all road number and road name specific detail. Looking for delivery of these in the springtime.